Okay, 1964, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score there. 23,000 games for my opponent, that's very impressive. Let's just challenge for the center. Now let's do the same thing, stick to the Reti principle of putting your bishop on the diagonal, just like our opponent has done. What do we want to do? Let's play c4 and challenge for the center. Just transform to a normal d4 opening. Now, do I want my bishop out? I want to play rook across, just preparing a center push. Okay, you might want to go down here. I could play knight up, but is there anything wrong with e4? Well, it creates a kind of pin, doesn't it? Not ideal. I want to actually play queen up first, so if he comes down I can take, maybe take, but if he's got a quick knight down it could be hard to shift. My knight does protect in the short term, but I'd need an awful lot of moves to get the queen back, so it could be a serious mistake. We'll find out. But if takes, I've still got the option to take back. Yeah, he goes back. So here he can still take. I'm just going to take the pawn and see where his bishop lands up. He goes with the knight. I like the idea of dropping back. There is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Let's just take there. And we can drop back now. And now there's no bishop in. He could trade. I don't think he will, but he could. I mean, you could try and take and grab a pawn, although if I take with the pawn, I hit back. So I'm going to hope I'm not blundering here by capturing back. Try and get my bishop into place somewhere without trapping my rook. Or maybe I just develop all the way through and then bring the other rook across. He can obviously drop back. He's perfectly fine right now. Okay, now that might give us pawn up, but we restrict our bishop. But pawn up, we create an immediate threat, but he's just got the simple knight up, right? So let's do the plan, develop there. If he comes across, I can always bring my other rook into play. That's what he's done. So I think I should develop my rook here. But the downside is he gets a tempo, hitting my rook if I go there, and then he can jump forward. That's a bit annoying. So am I better off just simply trading here? Maybe. I think I'm better off just trading there. And what to do now? Pawn up to try and charge this, but my rook hangs. I don't have rook here. I've got queen across. I've got bishop back. I'm going to play rook across just so I can try and activate. Sorry, queen across to try and play rook across. Just so I can get my rook in the game. But I'm going a bit slow here. Minute down on the clock. It's because I'm trying to explain basic thoughts and ideas, but obviously it does take time. Now let's come over. It's a perfectly good position for my opponent. This dangerous for me. Is he threatening takes now? Right now I'm covered and my bishop guards here. Let's just play a holding move, but right now I'm fine. Well, he's happy to trade. That should be okay for me, I think. I'm just going to give my king an emergency square just in case. I'm looking at pawn up as well. Okay, he's come back to hit my pawn, so I guess I've got bishop back. Restricts this pawn push, or maybe I've got this pawn push now. That trade could be okay. But here, queen across. Bishop's a little bit stuck. Here, queen across. Okay. I'm getting trapped, aren't I? So that's no good. Okay, let's push the pawn in. Yeah, I'm just burning too much time trying to explain my ideas, and I'm going too slow, but it is what it is. I mean, I've got pawn up and I can trade the bishop for that active knight. My bishop's just defensive, not doing anything, but... So I've got this, but I'm running the risk of getting my bishop trapped. But if the queen wanders off and we get onto the open file, we suddenly have a very big threat. Obviously, it's easy to block, but it's still a threat. Otherwise, we might just bail out and bring our bishop back. But here takes, this pawn falls, so that's not ideal. Oh, he's got queen takes anyway. I've just missed that completely because I pushed my pawn. He's got queen takes, but if I take here, he goes here, take, he takes. So he's got a free pawn, he's got the game. But I've got bishop back, haven't I? And he can't defend. He doesn't need to defend though. That's what I've overlooked. Bishop back, queen back. Oh, and then my opponent's left the game. His internet was fine as far as I was aware, paying attention earlier on. If he comes back on the game and plays queen takes, I'll be obviously a bit suspicious, but obviously when you're aware of the move, you can see it's the move. Yeah, just got careless pushing up there and allowing this because of the pin. Queen takes, you can sack back. But maybe he's just had an internet issue. Okay, that's unfortunate. Actually, let's put it through the analyzer there, because yeah, I suspect that pawn push that I just did there was a blunder. 22 moves we've done, so let's just see what the engine says. But in that final position, I'm pretty sure my pawn push was a blunder. I was just not paying attention, was I? So here we're level. All perfectly good. And after my pawn push, he's come in, and I've blundered there. Yeah, it's not... It's like +1, yeah, and queen takes pawn is probably the best move. So it's basically +1, so it's just about level. It looks like he's had some sort of internet connection issue, but otherwise it's just a perfectly level game. But I did actually blunder there. So where was my blunder? My blunder was taking the rook. Oh, I've missed bishop to h3. So can the queen not defend for some reason? I was just looking at queen across, but bishop h3, queen over. What's the idea? Okay, it means some sort of difference. I'll look at that a bit later on, but yeah, we were a little bit better there. Otherwise, it's just essentially a flatline level game. Then our opponents had some sort of internet issue.